The Commission of Inquiry into the Usindiso building fire has postponed its investigations into hijacked and abandoned buildings in the city of Johannesburg. A team of inspectors visited Fairview, Hillbrow and Berea this week. Newzroom Afrika's Veronica Makhoali has more.
The Commission started, of course, that work in earnest this week, inspecting some of those buildings, as you've mentioned, as a second part of the inquiry to really understand the living conditions there, how essentially some of these buildings end up being hijacked or abandoned, who they are owned to, the kind of, people that take up residency and the living conditions there. And this is, of course, has led to the very abrupt postponement that happened this morning, with the Commission telling us that, of course, this has now had to be postponed because the Social Economic Rights Institute, better known as SERI, has essentially raised some objections in regards to the media being part of this inspection. You would have seen yesterday some of the work taking place where the media was part of the inspection and essentially just showing some of the living conditions there. And you would know the congestion. You would also know that materials used in those hijacked buildings, showing the kind of living conditions, has really raised concerns from SERI, saying that they do not appreciate essentially the media being able to film those residents that are living there. And so the chairperson of the commission, that being Justice Sisi Gampepa, then ruling right on the spot yesterday that they would then blur the faces of some of the residents and that the media would only be able to film the living conditions should they be given consent. And so essentially SERI saying that this is not satisfactory. They have now, of course, laid a formal complaint with the Commission, saying that they will be hearing essentially a formal application on Monday, just to allow SERI, of course, to make its submission on its stance. But as it stands at the moment, the inspection has been paused to allow these arguments to take place.